In this video, I'm going to be ranking all 112 suits from across every single Marvel Spider-Man game that is released to date. And obviously, the only three that we do have was Marvel Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Marvel Spider-Man 2. So we have 112 suits to get through. So, get a drink or something, put this video on your second monitor, and, grind a game or something. Whatever you're doing, man. I know, everyone's attention span's kind of different nowadays. So do that. We got a ton of suits to get through. We're going to be going from, Marvel Spider-Man down to damn. So some of these suits are like hard to sort out, but we're gonna be going from Marvel Spider-Man to Miles Morales to Marvel Spider-Man 2. So there's a lot to go through. So we got best suits to terrible suits, which I'll just change it to worst suits, doesn't matter. And let's just jump straight into this, man. So the very first suit actually here is the classic suit. And the classic suit, man, like I know that every single person in the comments and right here would agree, whether it's the damaged version or the just pure classic version, they are the best suits. Like you can never ever beat the classic. Like if you put it at any other point, it's it's hilarious. I've tweaked the lighting here to make it all look as nice as possible. So yeah, man. Oh, if you're new to the channel, by the way, make sure to drop a like. We're almost at 92,000 subscribers. I'm really pushing to get 100k before the end of 2023. So if you're new, and you like the content, man, subscribe. So you can see as well, classic suit looks amazing as well. I love the damage. And then of course, we're off to the advanced suit. Now the very first advanced suit, it's a very cool suit, but I kind of prefer the second one, to be honest. Like the first one, now looking back at it, it's got way too many different things going on. And that belt, like I know people don't like that belt there, but man, I don't know, something about this one just puts me off, so I have to put it into alright, man. Like I feel bad for doing that, but I don't know, man. It's just different, like after playing Marvel Spider-Man 2, going back to this game, it's been a bit tough, Alright, so now we've got the Armor Mark II suit, and this suit didn't actually return in the new game, which was a weird thing, right? Like you'd think, or the selfie thing either, but you think it would have. So the Armor Mark II suit, this one's like the bulletproof suit, and this was, oh damn, that lens flare though. So this suit was mainly used in the comics, I'm pretty sure, when Spidey lost his spider sense and he couldn't really rely on it to dodge bullets. So I think this is an alright suit, like it actually looks really cool. So I might put this in like, it's good, like, I like it, and that is what it is. Now for the Scarlet Spider suit, I don't have this one unlocked in Remastered. I didn't, grind every single suit. Or at least on the current save file, because some save files corrupted and things. But I absolutely love this suit, and it's also a shame that this one didn't return in Marvel Spider-Man 2. So I'm hoping that they end up doing some DLC or something to bring the rest of Marvel Spider-Man suits into the game, because they had them ready. So if they have to do a bit of updates or whatever, I don't mind that. So it is what it is, man. But here we go. Into the best suits straight up, and the same thing with Peter B. Parker suit, because it's just the classic suit but from the Spider-Verse, so it goes straight up in there. Everybody knows that. I don't even think I have that one unlocked, so I'm not even gonna really look for it. But it's a damn good suit, right? So how could you complain about that? Now the very next suit is actually the hybrid suit, and this one is decent, right? Like it's pretty much just the Far From Home suit, but then it has the the rest of the gold bits from Doc Ock that he just, gave back for, I guess, a bit of extra armor. Why not? It just feels like it was an attempt to get more merchandising and things, because that's kind of how the MCU rolls. But to me, it's kind of like meh, it's just it is what it is. Like it's an alright suit, but it's just meh. It doesn't really, scream, oh, it's something crazy or whatever. It's just alright. And then we also have the, Mark 1 armor. Now, this one I actually think, my first exposure to this suit properly was in the 90s cartoon. So seeing it come back in this sort of style with all these crazy reflections was amazing. And it's a shame we actually didn't see this one return in Spider-Man 2 as well. I might have to make a separate video on suits I would like to see to return. But this one is just really cool, actually. Like, it's just you know, it's just body armor, right? Like, it's just crazy body armor for Spider-Man, and it's just super shiny and reflective. I feel like it would have looked crazy in cutscenes, especially because of how good it looks in this game right here, right? So, you know, as much as I love this suit, it's a good suit. It's not like the best suit for me personally, but yeah, I can still put it up there, you know? So now we gotta find the homemade suit, and where is the homemade suit? So I do apologize if there's a bit of time taken where we just go through the suits, because there's a damn ton of these, right? Oh man. Actually, I might not even have it unlocked. But you know what the homemade suit looks like, right? So, you know, it's literally like no big deal on, how do I put it, is on ranking it, right? So the homemade suit, I would have to say, like, you know, I used to really like it a lot, but now it's kind of just like, it's alright as well. Like, it's kind of good and alright. Like, I guess it's good just because of the homemade aspect of it. And it's cool, but apart from that, like, I don't know, man, you know, it's a lot to wrap your head around when it comes to all this type of stuff. So now we have like Cyborg Spider-Man, and again, that's another suit that never ended up returning, funnily enough. So like a lot of these just never showed up, which is kind of like, it made me think, like, what was the criteria for the suit to come back? Because obviously, clearly, this is just the classic suit. He's got a belt on, he's got a lot of these, like, you know, sewn up bits. A lot of the Spidey stuff is replaced with cybernetic enhancements, and it does look pretty cool. But even in the base game, I never really found myself using this. I just think it looks cool, but I've never really used it that much. So for me, like, it's a cool suit, but it's just like, it's kind of like alright, you know. It's not meh, but it's alright, you know. And this one's, I hate it, man. Like, the black and gold suit, I'm not even gonna bother showing it off. I just think it's one of the worst, just for the pure fact that I mean, it's just the inside out, like, Far From Home suit. I mean, come on. Like, I don't know, I feel like it wouldn't even work like that if you put a suit inside out, you know, because it'd be so uncomfortable wearing that suit inside out. I don't know, man. I don't know what they were thinking with it, but nah. Now the 2099 suit, bro, the 2099 suit is always wonderful to look at, right? So we've got the white version of it, but then we've got the black version of it as well, which clearly isn't black, it's just blue. But this suit is always welcome and looks amazing. But I do gotta say, like, I am a huge sucker for the Edge of Time one. Was it Edge of Time, or was it... I don't think it was Edge of Time, it was the other one. It was Shattered Diamond. No, it was Edge of Time. Yeah. Where he has, like, the glowing spider in the black on the back, and then he has all the glowing, like, tech bits, like circuitry running down. I'm just a huge sucker for that design. That one's my all-time favorite. But this one's pretty close too. So this one's not bad at all. Like, this one is a freaking one of the best suits in the game for sure. Now this one was this a New Game Plus one or something? I don't know, but it's just like it's just meh, you know? Like, I don't really care. And the same thing with, like, undies, bro. It goes into the worst. Like, I know it's a comedy thing, but I don't know, man. I put it in meh. It's not as bad as that, to be honest. Now, Scarlet Spider, dude. Scarlet Spider, man. Oh, man. I absolutely love Scarlet Spider. Like, every single time, Ben Reilly is just such a fan favorite, you know? Like, and especially the Insomniac design here is really cool as well. Like, the belt, he's got all that web fluid, and then he's got it all around his, like, arms as well. But that hoodie is such a classic, right? If this one... I don't remember if this one came back in Marvel Spider-Man 2. I don't think it did. But it would have been cool if we had, like I said, a DLC with all these suits returning. But this is such a damn good suit, you know. It always has to go into, you know, best suits for sure, you know. It's just that good. Future Foundation as well, like, I would have put it into best suits, but I just don't like the lenses. I don't like how bulky the lenses are. To me, it just stands out and feels very... I don't know, man. Like, look at it, you know? Like, why does it bulge out like that, you know? It kind of looks like a bug. There was, like, a mod that removed that and just gave him kind of, like, more classic lenses. And that looked phenomenal to me. So, the suit is completely perfect, but it's really the lenses that kind of take those points away from me. So, I'll have to knock this one down to good, right? Like, and then negative Spider-Man suit is kind of like meh. Like, I don't know. It's just meh, you know? Like, obviously the whole point of having that one was because, oh hey, Mr. Negative is in the game, right? So we gotta give this suit up as like a nod and for like powers and things as well, because that was like a big thing in this game, and it's something that they removed in, you know, Marvel Spider-Man 2 because powers are super OP. It's just like an insta win. But looking at it, you know, it's just like you know, like it's okay, but I've never really used it much. Not even the suit power, you know, because you find something that works, and that is what it is. Spider UK, I don't know if I have that one unlocked as well, but Spider UK was actually, like, weirdly enough, one of my favorites to use in this game. Yeah, so like I really like the lenses, right? Like I think the lenses on this suit are really unique, and I might make a suit that uses these lenses because they're so nice. I know the UK thing is meant to be like the flag at the front, but I still do wish there was an emblem in the front. However, that back emblem like really goes hard because the way it connects with the legs and the whole spot, it just looks cool. It just looks cool. It looks clean. It's a nice looking suit, you know? Like, what can I say? It's just one of my favorites, right? So I'm not going to put it into best just because of, like, if I've had a complaint with a different suit, you know, and it just didn't make it to the front like Future Foundation, even though I like these two about the same, then just because there's certain bits that I like that aren't on the suit, I can't just put it into the best suit. So I'm just going to put it into good, right? And let's carry on. So the next one is I think it was called like Spirit Spider in this game. And this one I actually used quite a ton because, you know, you can't play the animations here, but that flame was sick, and the comic origin of this Spider-Man is just insane as well. So I'm really glad that this one was in the game, and the ability is really cool too. Like that spider emblem at the front looks fantastic, and then the one at the back as well. It's just insane how cool it is. And then obviously the freaking skull, man. Like I'm really surprised this one didn't make a return in Marvel Spider-Man 2. But it just looks so cool. It genuinely does, and it's one of my favorites. Now, I don't know how many people feel a certain way about this suit, but I absolutely love it. I think it's definitely one of the best. Obviously, it looks so weird when you've got this when you've got this suit in a cutscene, and he's just there, like, you know, with a flaming skull and whatnot. You're like, yo. But it's just like, it looks cool to me. So, you know, it is what it is, right? All right, let's find... Where's the suit that I'm looking for? Come on. Oh, so many suits to go through, man. We've got so many. So I think it's the Aaron Eichmann armor that we're looking at next. And this one I actually kind of like. It's like, I like it, but at the same time, it feels like a bit much. So I like just the normal lenses, and I like the spider emblem. I think that's one of the coolest things about it. And I've actually really grown to like seeing all those like bits under the actual suit that kind of connect it all together. It gives it like this really cool, just really cool classic tech feeling, you know, like Spider-Man's getting really techy, but he's still figuring out how to make it all work like really well. And I mean, for this one, it's not really a meh suit. Like it's more so like a alright suit. Like I really want to like it more than I do, but it's just kind of alright, you know? But that doesn't mean necessarily the worst. Like, it gets real bad when it's a meh and worst. And speaking of which, I think this is Miles' Brooklyn Visions. But yes, so now we've got one of the suits that I used to rank like really low, which was the Bagman suit, because I was just like really overseeing the bag on the head. Like, I wish... we got like a really good version of this suit in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Like, he's got the full-on mask and everything. It's kind of like a Fantastic Five suit. But, you know, obviously this is a nod to the classic suit where he just needed, like, I think it was after he removed the symbiote or something like that, and he needed a suit. So they just gave him a Fantastic Four suit and just kind of sent him out and put a bag on his head. It's cool for like a comedic thing, but I've not really like been too big of a fan. But obviously when you look at the actual Fantastic Four suit, it's actually really cool. So just for that, it's a good suit, you know. So there we go. I don't have to get crucified anymore. You know, so that's a relief now, right? Now we've got the It's not the Eichmann armor. It's like not Mark 1. I think it's Mark 3. I just have so many suits going through my head to try remember. Yeah, it's the Mark 3 suit. This one again, I don't really care too much for. Like obviously it's pretty cool looking. The lenses look crazy, and so there's the emblem and stuff, and all the shoulder pads and like the back spider. I actually really like the spine part there. That looks freaking insane. But I don't know. You know, I'm trying not to spend too much time on every suit because there's a million we gotta go through. So this one is like, it's alright, you know? It's alright. Nothing too crazy to me. So there is that. Now we're going on to the Stark suit, which has got to be like right here. And this suit I really do like. So this is the Homecoming suit. And I feel like this suit looks better in Marvel Spider-Man Remastered than Marvel Spider-Man 2. Like, let me know if you guys think that as well. Because I don't know, there's just something about it that looks better in this one. Obviously it's like the MCU version of a classic suit, you know. And for what it is, it's really cool. I'm not really too big of a fan of the front spider. I never really was. But that back spider is super nice. And it's just interesting seeing a take of the classic suit. So I know like Tony Stark made this and stuff, which, you know, a lot of people call him Iron Man Jr., but I still think it's one of the like good suits. It's not really the best, but it's a good suit. So the next suit is the Velocity one. And I think it's a damn shame this one didn't come back. And it's really weird because it had its own like dedicated whole like issue literally called Velocity. That's where the suit comes from, where Spider-Man becomes a speedster and, you know, something happens and he's able to move like within, like, it's kind of crazy, like so much happens within a second or something. Like he moves so fast, he pretty much becomes an insane speedster, having to stop like a rogue speedster. It was insane. And this suit looks amazing at nighttime. Like obviously the ray tracing glowing effects were insane. So a lot of people don't like it, I guess, but for me this was one of my big time favorites for sure. I used to swing around in this one a lot, and I really want to see Insomniac take more suits like this and just have more sort of like, I don't know, just creativity, I suppose, when it comes to their suits. Because a lot of collaboration ones I'm not really too interested in, besides like the Lando Norris one, which is a shame because I think there's a lot of potential to be had there, you know. So I think this one's the Resilient suit. Was another original one that I thought was pretty cool. So it's got like this really cool metallic texture to it. I think the spider emblem is really unique, right? The lenses are really cool. I love the sort of webbing as well. Obviously it has a lot going on at the same time, but the back emblem is really cool too. Like I think this is another like really solid suit, and I use this one a lot too. Obviously there's a lot of lines and stuff, but I found this one to be really, really damn cool as well. So this one also goes into, probably I don't really like it as much as I like the Velocity suit, so it's a good suit, but still. And again, Miles, what are you doing here, man? And as you already know, the Amazing Spider-Man suit, I mean, I'm an advocate for the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I absolutely love them so damn much. And I think this suit really was a cool take on the classic suit and improved a lot of things, even though there's a ton going on here. But the suit was just one of my favorites. Obviously, it would be so damn hard to make in real life because it's like pretty much a basketball texture and stuff. But I absolutely loved every second that this suit was on screen. Like I loved the spider emblem as well. And it just felt like they were really experimenting with it. And you should have seen some of the crazy like suits they had before this one. So it's a good thing we got this one instead of some of the other ones. So this one for me as well is one of the best suits. I was trying to think for a second, you know, I was like, should I put in best suits or not? And obviously, you know, the Iron Spider suit too. So we got to get it up here as well. But like the Iron Armor, dude, obviously this one's so good because it makes it come back in Marvel Spider-Man 2. But it's just so cool seeing like a Insomniac take on the classic. And it just looks phenomenal, right? Like everything just connects really well. It's got the beautiful like gold and red like colors. And yeah, it's just a technological armor, right? Like it's just what it's meant to be, and it looks fantastic. So it's one of the best suits as well. Hopefully this doesn't end up being like, you know, all the best suits or whatever. Now this weird gauntlet suit, I forget what this one was. So I think it was one of like the first ones you unlock as well, going all the way back here. So it was like not insulated or negative, but I know it was around here, weirdly enough. Really, it's not that far back? You gotta be kidding me, right? Like, surely I didn't go past it, because I know I unlocked it. That's strange, man. But the suit itself is an interesting suit, you know? I mean, if I don't have it unlocked, then we're just gonna have to rank it normally, right? It doesn't feel like I do. I swear I had it unlocked. I don't know. Doesn't matter. So this one is like, it's kind of meh. It's just like the gauntlets, I think, are the coolest thing. But then it's just really, it's kind of weird, you know? Like, I don't know. It's got a bit much going on. So yeah. Then we've got the Last Stand suit, and I don't know why this one didn't return, but this one's one of the, like, also best suits, to be honest. Just that leather goes crazy, and, you know, it's his Last Stand suit. Actually, maybe not the best, but it's a good suit, right? It's a good suit, that, you know, like, I don't know. Like, sometimes it's just weird to even get a description for some of these suits, you know? So the next suit we're looking at is the Mark IV suit, which I remember was one of the coolest like reveals that actually had a lot of people be like, what? Because I think this was during the peak of like the Parker Industries Spider-Man arc sort of thing, where he had like all this crazy funding and he made this like insane armored up suit. It glows green, the spider also glows. Like, it was a pretty different suit, right? But it is like pretty cool. It's still like a classic suit, but like really armored up. So I mean, I don't know. Like, it's a pretty good suit, you know. I was gonna put it on the right, but I was like, no, it's better than that. Like, it's pretty good. But the 2099 white version, like, I don't know. I don't really feel it too much. Like, I'm probably gonna get crucified for it, but like, it's just alright, you know. It's nothing too crazy. And then the Electro-proof suit. So I'm gonna try like speed run a bit. The Electro-proof suit here is like one of those suits where I just unlocked it and then I was like, okay, like the insulated suit, I'm just like, whatever, man, you know? Like, it's cool. Obviously, it was there to just fight Shocker, but not Shocker. Yeah, no, Electro. Like, it was there to fight Electro. But the thing about it is, just like how Spider-Man pretty much wore it like once or twice to take down Electro, it's kind of like me wearing it once or twice to take it for a test run, and it's just like I've never really used it again. So to me, it's kind of like a pretty bad suit. I'd even go as far to put it into worst. Now the Wrestler suit for Insomniac's version, man. Okay, so the Wrestler suit I actually like kind of enjoy a lot, funnily enough, because it's just something he put together, right? He's got like a stenciled on like spider emblem on one of his jumpers, right? And then it's just the same thing on the back. It's got that big classic one. You can see where Spider-Man was really coming together. And then, you know, you've got this funny mask with the Spider-Man like lenses, but obviously it's homemade, so he didn't know what the hell he was doing. You can see his web shooters sticking out there as well in his arms, and you know, he's got those pants. So dude, it's just a classic wrestling suit, you know. I think Insomniac did a good job. I feel like it was very inspired by the Raimi one as well, so it's just a damn, like, it's one of the best suits. And Spider-Punk as well, I'm just going to quickly put it in here. It's a good suit. I really like the Spider-Punk suit in this game. I just wish they maybe like went a bit more crazy with the whole punk aesthetic, because I know it's referencing the comic one, but there's a lot more that could have been done. Now we are getting to one of the suits that just hurts me so much, dude. Oh man, we've got the good iron armor, and then we've got the painful one, right? So let's get to it, man. Oh my god, I think I went past it originally. Yeah. Oh, I mean, this suit looks better in this game than Marvel Spider-Man 2 for some weird reason to me. But it's just too much. It's just too much, man. Like, I don't know. It's like, it looks good in the game, but like in the show itself, or not the show, but the movie, it's just pure CGI mess, you know? It just doesn't feel like it's ever really there. Like, even in the first Iron Man movie, you could actually feel like that suit, like that CGI was so good, because they also used practical effects there as well. So it felt like it would have been there, but this one just doesn't feel real at all. So it just kind of goes into the worst suits category for me. But funnily enough, the Far From Home one goes into one of the like best suits. Like I just really enjoy the black and red aesthetic. Anti-Arc is kind of like, it's alright, you know, like actually no, you know what, I'll put it in good, and this might be controversial as well, but it serves its purpose story-wise. It reinforces Peter, gives him that same armor that Arc has. It glows really well, it looks cool at night, so there is that for it as well. And then now we're at the Black Cat suit, which is one of those suits that's like, you know, unlock it for doing all the Black Cat missions. And kind of hunting her down. She just leaves it to you as a present. So it kind of looks like a Black Widow type suit, doesn't it? You know? It's got really cool like red lenses. So this is kind of Spidey was the vigilante that, like, just think of it as like an alternate universe suit where Spidey was a vigilante and he stayed with Black Cat, and he kind of, like, I don't know, was more on the gray side of things instead of just trying to do the right thing all the time. So I think this one's actually pretty cool. Like, it's a pretty good suit. I've used it quite a bit swinging around, especially in nighttime, because it just felt really intimidating. So this one's a good suit to me. Like, I don't know, like, it's good slash like maybe, yeah, good. So, well, maybe alright. I don't know. It's kind of tough. I go back and forth with it. I'll just put it on the rack for now. Future Foundation, man, this one would have had so much potential in Marvel Spider-Man. Not Future Foundation, Big Time. This one had so much potential in Marvel Spider-Man 2 to have those like different colors, like red and yellow, glowing ones. And it's a shame it never made it there. But it's one of my big time favorites. Pun not intended, but it's an all-time favorite for sure. It's just so clean and so nice looking, you know, it's so sleek and really well designed. It's just a really damn, like, it's just the best suit. And now Mangaverse, I will put him in, like, I like this Spider-Man, but the proportions just put me off, you know, but I'll still put it in good because it's a cool suit, but I don't really use it too much, you know. Cell Shaded Classic, man, like, this is going to be controversial, but to me it's just like kind of alright slash meh, like, just because I don't know, like, I would have preferred to see him more, like, I know it's kind of like a Ditko shader on it, which is cool, but I kind of wished it was more so like a full-on reference to Ditko, like it had that spider emblem, and, you know, it just had more of a classic structure, because they could do that with, you know, Mangaverse, so why not with that one, you know? But it is what it is. Now Noir, dude, best suit 100%. It's just so cool, right? Like, how could you not think an Insomniac version of the Noir suit is just sick? It just looks fantastic, and I love it so much. Now, this suit I think has, like, because we've got like so many versions of the armored suit for the advanced suit, and now we have this. This one came out of nowhere, like with a few different suits. But I think it's not the worst. Like, obviously it's just a more, for some weird reasons, a more armored up version of the advanced suit, which we already have, which was the anti-arc suit. So I don't really understand what this one was, unless it was like a prototype for the anti-arc suit, the more I think about it. Now this one is kind of like meh slash alright, you know, like probably more so in the meh category. And then I'm putting the Night Monkey suit, guys, I'm so sorry, but it's in the worst, just because I don't really care too much for it, you know. Like, I know a lot of you guys probably use it for stealth stuff, and that's cool, but for me it's just like you know. And the same thing goes with like the Secret War suit. It's just meh, like, I don't really care too much for it, right? Like, it's just and this suit right here, bro, like the Arachnid Rider suit, I have no idea how the hell this one didn't come back, because this one would have been so cool to kind of have this for Peter, and then the Tokusatsu suit for Miles, which is pretty much like a Power Ranger style suit. Like, these two would have been so cool. It's just like, I think like a Kamen Rider type suit, so it would have been really cool to have those side by side. But the cell shading sort of like look with how just insane this suit is, like, it's just a blend of wonderful colors. So This one is just one of the best, man. Like I don't know what to tell you, right? And then the Raimi suit in this game also looks way better than the Raimi suit in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Like, I hope a lot of you guys have noticed that as well. Weirdly enough, like, I don't know what makes it look so much better, like the webbed suit, but it just looks better here. So, like, I don't know. Like, obviously, you know, putting all the bias from all the mods that people have made that are, like, literally photorealistic and one-to-one to move the Raimi suit. There's a reason they made this one look like this. Because first of all, they had only so much time they could work on it. And second of all, they had to kind of work with the physics of and, like, the proportions of the remastered Spidey. So, I think it looks alright for what it is. So, it's like it's a good suit, you know? And now it's time to move on to Spider-Man Miles Morales. So now we're here in Spider-Man Miles Morales, and we're here with like one of the coolest suits in my opinion in this game, which is pretty much the actual Purple Rain suit, which makes a return in Spider-Man 2. So this is like if Miles kind of was more like a Prowler type Spider-Man, you know, like kind of more so vigilante, not really on the like good side, kind of just being in the middle. And I love the like mix of the green, purple, and sort of like kind of light grayish colors, especially with like the glowing green eyes. Like it just looks amazing. I feel like it would have been really cool if the actual like emblem glowed as well, but this suit's definitely, to me, one of the best in this game, like for sure, and it really deserves this title. And then the next suit, actually, funnily enough, is one of the more so like how do I put it? It's like it's a very like divisive suit, man. Like to me, I don't know, there's just something I like about it, right? And you know how they say taste is like subjective and things like, or art is subjective or whatever. But like, you know, the helmet like is pretty cool. Like I love the glowing parts of the whole suit, like the yellow bits as well, like going through like the arms and shoulders to the gauntlets, like with the spiders on them that look insane, and especially like in the back. Like I just think it's a cool suit, right? So to me, they're just a good suit. Like I don't know, I know a lot of people are like, ew man, what the hell, but I don't know, I just kind of like it, you know, and that's all that matters, right? Like I'm not really going to sit here and defend myself like too crazily or whatever. Then we got into the Spider-Verse suit, which is probably the best Spider-Verse suit ever. Like even the new Across the Spider-Verse suit, like to me personally, doesn't come close to it because it just lacks the webbing, to be honest. If it had the webbing, it would have been, you know, just as cool. But I'm sure that Miles is going to get another suit in like Beyond the Spider-Verse. So this one goes straight into the best suits. The Brooklyn Visions one I haven't unlocked. Like I've got it in the New Game Plus one. This one, like, I don't really care about, right? It's just like, it's probably one of the worst as well, or maybe meh, like probably meh, not the worst, but actually I might put them both here just because they're like, you know, they're just New Game Plus suits, which kind of like poking fun at things, right? Then we've got the Homemade Miles suit. It's alright, like it's okay. I like the kind of lenses there. Those like swimming goggles kind of look like that, right? I think that's what they are. And then he's got like this cool sweater with like this like drawn on like spider emblem that goes all the way around. But to me, it's just like it's an alright suit, you know. Maybe meh, like I don't know, like it's kind of alright. It's nothing too crazy, like I don't know. Maybe meh, like it kind of goes more into the meh. And same with like this one here, like it just felt like you know, I mean, story wise, you know, Haley gives him this stuff and, you know, keeping him warm, it's cute, but I'm not too caring about it, right? Like it's just, I don't know, man, you know, like it's a winter suit. Like if you want to wear it, you can, it's cute. But I've never really found myself really swinging around with this one, to be honest. So yeah, I just put it in that category. That's kind of meh. Now, the gift suit that Pete gives them is actually like, I mean, like it's pretty alright, you know. Like obviously it's kind of Peter's vision of what Miles' Spider-Man would be, right? Like it kind of made him look in his own image, which it's alright for like a gift suit. But in Marvel Spider-Man 2, like, it's got really cool alternate styles. Like, I really like the lenses on this one and the emblems. But it's just, like, kind of too bare bone in the back, you know? Like, it's just... Obviously, it's like a training wheel suit because it's got all these, like, elbow pads and, like, knee pads and things. And the mask is, like, really too big and too long because it's obviously, like, one of, I think, Peter's, like, prototype ones. So, you know, it's, like, I don't know, man. It's kind of, like... Alright, I guess. I don't know. Sportswear one goes into like really like good / like best, to be honest. Like it can go between either or. Just because like look at this. It's Miles wearing his like own outfit under like one of Pete's classic suits. You could tell just from that spider emblem. So he's just like, this is him just training and getting to learn the ropes. And, you know, I really respect, and also the Adidas plug, right? Like, see, this is the kind of plug I don't mind. Like, if they do something like that, sure. But don't give him, like, a whole suit, right? But, yeah, like, you know, it's a pretty cool suit. So, you know, of course I'm going to put it in, like, a good suit tier list. Tracksuit, immediately, one of the, like, greatest suits for me. Like, easily... it should have been Miles' like proper new suit, I think, like a whole all black variant, or maybe even something like this, to be honest. I do wish like the spiders, like the red spiders, like web kind of went all around his shoulders. Like if you see what I'm pointing out here, like it kind of extended to here. It kind of looks weird. But apart from that, it's like it's a really perfect suit. Like the spider emblems are huge, and it just feels like something that Miles would really have as like his own suit, you know. And of course the classic Miles suit is also in the best suit, like easily. Like, is there much I need to say about it, you know? Like, straight up, it's just such a good suit, you know. Damn, what is it? It's like, it takes us a long time to actually get to it, you know, but it's just such a cool suit, right? It's a Miles Morales original. Man, I'm just poking fun of his evolved suit, huh? But it's really nice, you know? It's just the Miles suit, right? And then, bro, the animated suit actually is crazy. Like, this is the kind of stuff I really like them adding here. I think this is from, was it Ultimate Spider-Man, actually, that this one shows up in? I think it is. But look at how cool that emblem is, right? Like, the cell shading, the emblem, the webs, the back logo, like the head shape, dude. It's just crazy nice. It's a crazy nice suit. Like, they haven't missed with a ton of Miles suits. And the same thing I can say about the like 29, like the not 29, the 2020 suit, dude. Like, it's another just crazy nice suit that just doesn't miss, right? Like, look at this. It's cool. Like, that jacket goes insanely hard. It's got the cool S on it. Throwback to everyone in primary school. That back emblem goes crazy. Like, even the whole like helmet is just clean. Obviously that'd be like cracked easily, but look at this, dude. It's so cool, man. I don't know, I just love this suit, man. I think it's awesome, and it makes sense, like hearing music when you're swinging around with this one. So like, that's my headcanon. That's why you could hear it. And 2099, man, I promise I'm not biased to Miles, dude. He just has such banger suits, man. Like, look at this. Wait, not this one. This one, like, when you let this play, like, there's like a really cool glowing effect that goes around here and there, and it's just like so sick. And you know, that cool like ghost sort of like, well, not ghost but skull effect of a spider like remains here and back here as well. Dude, it's just so cool. Like, obviously in the whole hooded like aspect of it, it's just amazing too. So how could I not like slap this or shove it up here in the best suits category? And Uptown Pride as well. I mean, come on, it's just another good version of that one. It's just the same thing but recolored. So of course it goes up there. Now the Crimson Cowl suit as well. Dude, I swear, man, Miles has just cooked with like their suits. Like, this one as well could have been like a Miles Morales original too. Like, they had such good suits in the previous games, but I feel like this is why they didn't go for it, because of how good it looks, or because it's from the previous games. But it's so good, man. Like, I don't know, I think there's a bit too much red on this one still, but I think it's one of the best suits as well. Like, come on, it's cool. So his like uniform suit Brooklyn Vision's Academy suit. This one's kind of a meme. Like, obviously I understand like he'd have it because he's like in a rush to get to school or whatever, or he's just gotten out of it, but like it's just the whole like, oh man, imagine how easy it would be to narrow down who Spider-Man is if he just wears a Brooklyn Vision's Academy thing on, dude, you know? It's kind of funny. So it's like probably, to be honest, like one of the worst ones. Like, I'm sorry. And speaking of not worst, but the best ever, hands down, it's Spider-Man with Spider-Man. I love this sweater, like the hoodie, perfect. Obviously the lenses are amazing. Like, it's clearly a bit different than his just like full-on classic suit, right? You got Spider-Man back there with his mask just hanging out, and he like helps you in some takedowns and things. It's just amazing stuff. It's just like such a favorite suit. I've probably spent like about 80 to 90% of this game in the suit alone, so perfect. The end suit as well, man. Damn. Oh my god, man, what are you guys having me do here? Alright, okay, so we'll do it like this. The end suit, we'll have a look at it. I'll try to see if I could find anything that I don't, because it's also one of my favorites, right? Like, it's just a cool suit. Like the hood aspect with it, like it's just like a jacket. It's got like this cool emblem in the back. It's got really cool variants in Marvel Spider-Man 2. It's got cool boots as well, but I think it's that front emblem that kind of just looks too round, to be honest. But I don't think this is enough to really, I don't know, I guess I'll put it into good suit. It doesn't mean like a good suit's terrible or anything. Like, it's just missing something for me, I guess. So, and I guess the Crimson Cowl can go down here as well. But the other ones are really cool too. And the next one we've got, I think this is the final one for Miles Morales, which is the, this is one of those ones that you unlock through just doing stuff, like programmable matter. Now, it's got a cool effect, right? Like, it just feels too, like, reflective, you know? It feels like whenever he'd move, it would, like, crunch. It doesn't feel like it'd be very comfortable to move in or bendy, but I assume it would be because it's programmable matter. I also feel like I'm talking so much because it's such a long video, man. I might lose my voice, so that might not be good. I'm gonna have to have a sip of water, man. Oof. So this suit, oh, that's so much better. But this suit would have to go into like, alright, I don't know, it's just got a bit too much going on for me. That's really no hate to the suit itself. But now we're gonna move on to Marvel Spider-Man 2, so I'll see you in a second. Here in Miles Morales, we've got the Evolved suit, man. Oh, alright. So we'll start off with the Miles ones. So I guess we'll go to the Wolverine suit first. And the Wolverine suit, man, I gotta say, bro, like the best there is suit, this one is really clean, to be honest. If we're going just just off of this variant, like the red and black version, it's literally Miles if he was Wolverine, which there was an alternate universe. And I think it's a cool suit, right? Like, it's really good. And it's like a really nice tease for like the Wolverine game as well. But I'll have to put it, I think, in like alright. Because I haven't really found myself using it too much, you know, not for any bad reasons or anything, but there's just like a lot better suits, in my opinion, you know, to use. And then we've also got like the Mysterio suit, which is the smoke and mirrors one, right? So this one here I think is also really cool. Just because, like, obviously you get it for beating Mysterio, right? So I feel like it'd just give you a bit of a gift or something, like, I don't know. But the purple and green's really cool. You've got like this sort of bit here, right? The spider's cool. Black Spider's also really cool. Like, I really like this one. Again, I've said this when I previously ranked this suit, but I think it's like, it feels like a Spider-Man PS4 version, but like edited, and that's like not a bad thing either. But obviously, you know, I'm not going to rank this like as one of the coolest or best Miles suits, because it doesn't feel like it is, to me anyways. Like, it's really wonderful design, but it just isn't Spider-Man just because of the Mysterio aspect to it. But I'm still gonna put it in alright, like just like or maybe good. Like I don't know, I'm kind of torn. No, I'm gonna put it in alright because you know it's not fair if I put Wolverine, you know, here and then that one there. So it's just alright because like there's just a lot more that could be put there, you know. And then obviously the next Miles suit that we actually have here is the Akimat suit, I think it's called. And this is one of the DLC ones. So I think again, this one's cool, but there's just a bit too much going on with it. I do like the purple and gold aesthetic, right? I think it's a very cool blend of colors, like color theory wise, it works really well. I love like the stuff here as well, like that pattern, it's really beautiful, same as here. But at the same time, it suffers from too much, right? Like it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like ancient up here and then all this technological bits here. So I feel like the suit doesn't really know what it wants to be, like technological or kind of like more traditional in a way, you know. It's like a blend between the two, but just gone out of control. And then I don't really like the lenses too much either. So it really pains me to always put the suit in kind of meh, but it's meh to me, you know. So yeah. Now we're going with the symbiote suit. So this one is the Dark Ages suit, and this one was obviously in the comics. So in the comics he has the suit because like he was being controlled, like mind controlled obviously, and he also had like Carnage and Venom bonded to him. So obviously the black bits are Venom and then the red bits are Carnage, and it's an insane like concept, right? Like Miles is already incredibly strong, but to have these two like insanely powerful symbiotes bonded to him is just insane. And I'm really glad that Insomniac added the suit to him. And of course I'm going to play it so you can see that it's actually got the symbiote effects on it. It's not just like you know, like a weird cosmetic thing or something. It's really cool. It's definitely such a clean suit, and it goes up in the best suits for sure. And then the same thing I will say with the Absolute Carnage suit, just because like come on, like Miles and Carnage is just insane. I love the effects of it moving. I like how it's got the classic like sort of Miles look to it, you know. And it looks like he's bleeding from the eyes too, which is just like fantastic. And he's got the kind of like orange Carnage eyes. Like the whole suit is just such a cool like vibe. I just wish like these little tendrils kind of like wiggled around a bit, I guess. I don't like how they're just so staticky there. Like they just kind of look crusty. But that's it's so gross. But that's like my only real complaint to that. So again, it's just like a best suit again for Miles. Like he's just got so many good suits. Now the next one is another one of those suits that was designed by a really talented artist for the game. I just gotta hunt it out. So it's the Brooklyn 2099 suit. So it's another 2099 suit that's like Brooklyn style. And it obviously like pulses, like it goes from like this wonderful color all the way to like black, and I think it's like such a cool vibe. Especially like that, oh my god, that back emblem is so sick. It is so sick. Wow, okay, so I actually really like the suit. The only thing I don't really actually like about it, I guess, is like how baggy the pants are, but even then they're not that baggy, so I guess it's fine. This suit is like a really good suit, to be honest. So we'll put it as that. It's a good suit, so let's slap it in there. Now the next one that we do have is the family, well actually no, it's the evolved suit. Damn it, I thought I didn't have to go to this one so quickly. Alright, evolved suit. Valid criticisms. So the fact that it's a pretty much like an Adidas sponsored suit. Not really a fan of Spidey's wearing like full-on corporate suits. Like if it's just the shoes or whatever, sure, that's fine. We've seen that in, you know, Spider-Verse already, things like that. We're no stranger to that. But the fact that the whole thing is like a whole corporate thing, and it doesn't really look that good. Like the hair cutout, a lot of people complain about. That's not really my main issue, like I've said before. So I'll make it short and simple. It's that mask, like the actual like weird hexagon sort of like shapes, and the lenses aren't that cool. My friend Reza, who's a talented modder, is working on a suit mod for like Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales that'll have this suit with the classic mask. and everything to kind of fix it, and already looks way better. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's the worst suit ever, because there's like a lot worse suits, but it's just like, it's meh, you know, it's just meh, right? Like, it could be a lot better. There's a lot more design choices they could have taken. Of course, the Marvel Spider-Man 2 like Miles suit is crazy good, like the upgraded suit, you know, it's just got a bit more textures to it. The red like runs down his arms. So it's not too much that's changed, it's just like a bit of an upgrade, and I think it works. It sticks the landing and it does what it's intended to. Then we've got that family business suit, which is it's like an Iron Spider suit for Miles, and I love that effect of the like light pulsating through the suit. It looks amazing. So it's pretty much just a Miles Iron Spider suit, and it's really good, man. Like, you take one look at it and like, damn, it's cool, you know. And he, like, during some finishers, he actually gets the iron arms back as well. So I mean, like, come on, man, it just got to go up there, you know. Boom, we've got one Iron Spider, we've got 2 for 2. It's crazy. And then the 10th anniversary as well is like, it's such a cool suit. And I know a lot of people aren't really like too big of a fan of this one, especially like when the comic first came out, where they try to make it the mainstream suit, which is a damn shame, because we had something really special in our hands and we didn't know that until it was gone. And then especially like the bit under the sort of like sweater part is really good too. So this suit didn't really miss at all. I feel like it was really good, to be honest. It had a lot of damn potential, so like that's why I put it as high as I did, because it's just such a aesthetically pleasing suit. And then, oh my god, the advanced tech suit, dude, it's meh. Like, I really try to like it when it first came out, but here's the thing about this suit, man. It's like pretty, I don't know, like, obviously it's cool, like the emblems are nice, but I don't know, I guess it's alright. There's just something, like, obviously it's kind of like bordering on that, like it's kind of really reminding me of the Infinity War suit, but it's kind of like if it was good, like, or better, because it's still like kind of off. Well, probably it's alright, it's not really exactly good, but yeah, like, I don't know. Well, maybe it is good, actually. I kind of like it now that I'm talking about it. I don't know, man. Then we've got this suit, man, and this suit a lot of people absolutely love, and I do too. So it's the Boricchio suit, which is like pretty much the Puerto Rican flag, and it's just phenomenal. This one was on one of the comic covers, and I'm really glad it made it into the game. It's just awesome, right? Like, it's pretty much like Miles' classic suit with like this really cool take on it, and I'm really glad that it's there. I think it's really important for representation as well. So it goes into like one of the best suits as well. Then I know both Miles and Peter have like the kind of Kraven suit. So this one's Miles's one. So this one, it's one of the best suits, dude. What can I tell you? Right? Like, the Kraven suit is just such a cool, like, unlockable for taking down all of the Kraven like outposts, right? Like, I don't know, it's really cool. Like, it's got that like kind of like fluffy like lion mane at the back. It's got all this like leather stuff. It's got a nice spider emblem. It just feels very like Hunter Spider-Man style suit. Like, it's like an alternate version where he was kind of like going after people the way Kraven was, right? Like, or maybe Kraven made this for Spider-Man if he ever became like a disciple, dude. I don't know. But it's clean, dude. It's just clean. It's really nice, and I think it's a very cool artistic style suit as well. You know? Across the Spider-Verse is another like, it's tough, man. Like, it's okay, so in my opinion it's one of the best suits, but the Insomniac version of it like uses the same eyes as Into the Spider-Verse one, And I think that part there makes the suit just look kind of weird, because look at it front on, it looks kind of weird, right? The rest of it is fine and wonderful and amazingly accurate, but it's just the lenses that really get to me. And that's exactly why I put it into good suits, because I've done that with a few suits here that you can see. Life Story suit, man. Oh, brother. Oh, man. There's not much I can say about it, you know? It's a suit. Like, the story it comes from is awesome. Obviously, it's just a space suit from Miles. But apart from that, I'm really indifferent. It's kind of meh, to be honest with you. That's a shame, but yeah, probably both of them will go in here. And the next one we have is King in Black, and that is a peak suit, to be honest. Like every single symbiote suit that they did add into, you know, Marvel Spider-Man 2 was just absolutely insane, and even this one still has like the weird moving tendrils. So this is if Miles took over the position of Null, I suppose, and became the King in Black, to control all of the symbiote hive and everything like that. It would be such an insane thing for Miles, but I really love that black spider emblem for him, and like the mix of the classic suit combining with the symbiote. It's just crazy, and then that Null symbol and his head and the lenses. It's a fantastic suit, man, you know. So that's why it goes up there. And the store-bought suit is like, you know, it's good, right? Like it's probably one of the best suits. It's good and best, but I'll put it in good for now. The reason for that is, and I'll show you in a second, it's quite literally because of one reason it goes there. And the reason is they couldn't get the eyes, obviously, to work, because it would have to look like the Spider-Verse Miles, but they've got the rest of it like looking like it does in Spider-Verse, like, you know, the web shooters, you know, all the bits, like even the cape is included. Actually, I don't think he had the cape in the original, right? Like, no, he did, and then like Spider-Man removes it. They kept it for here, which was really cool to see. So it's a fantastic suit. It's just, this is just really unnerving, to be honest, for some weird reason. So yeah, man, I don't know. Now we have like this crazy suit, dude. That's one of the pre-order bonuses, actually. And it's the, I think it's called the, yeah, the encoded suit. Now, like, look at this. So it says Spider-Man right here, right? Spider-Man, number 42. Like, 42 is pretty big with Miles. You've got Brooklyn there, and I think that says Spider-Sense. It's so cool, man. Like, I don't know. I love this suit at night. It just looks insane. And then I don't know what this translates to. If someone could figure that out, let me know in the comments. But it's just a cool suit. Like, it's probably one of the really techie suits that I'm like, damn, they were really cooked with it, because it's just got like this one sort of aesthetic, and they really push for it. Obviously there's a bit of red on it, but it's just so cool, you know. So for me, it's just like right up there as the best, like one of the best suits in the game. Then we kind of move on to the weird kind of, like, it's cool, but it's weird, because like the biomechanical suit looks cool. Like, you know, you've got that cool like texture on his emblem, but it's like that weird like mouth here that gets me. Like that shape just looks really strange. But I guess at the same time it's fine. But I guess maybe the lenses are more weird than anything. It's a cool suit, man. Like biomechanical, so it's got mechanical components, but it's also very like weirdly fleshy. So for this one, I'll put it in a right, just because I don't know how I'm really feeling about it. I don't know, it's a struggle, man. Like, obviously we've got 3 rows of best suits this time around, 2 rows of like good suits, 1 row of right and a bit, 1 row of meh, and like a few of the worst suits, which is alright. Then the next we have the like Wakanda suit, which again is like one of Miles's best suits in the game. Because first of all, it pays respect, right? Like to, you know, Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace. And it just looks phenomenal in the game as well. Like, obviously it's called the Forever suit because Wakanda Forever, but like it's just, you can tell they put a lot of time and love into it. The lenses are kind of weird, but it has to look like this because it's a panther, right? So there's a reason for it. And I blended it really well. It's got like these really cool edged markings as well. It's just such a phenomenal suit, to be honest. The more I look at it, the more wonderful it is. And you know, the whole red and black Miles aesthetic of the actual like main suit is just insanely cool, and I'm glad that they added it, right? Then we have like the City Sounds suit, which I think is like, artistically speaking, dude, it's quite awesome, to be honest with you. Like, artistically speaking, did I go way past it? I think I did. Yeah, City Sound suits. It's like, you know, you complete the museum bit, and it's just one of those like really cool throwback suits, man. So I feel like this one would be a really cool, it feels like it would work really well with like noir and like this suit. You put them together just because it's very vintage, and I don't know, I just really like this one, to be honest. And it's a good suit, you know, it's a damn good suit. Not alright, it's a damn good suit. And then now we have like the shield suit for Miles, which I'll put it into like alright, because I didn't really care too much for shield. Like, I think it's a cool nod, like Agent of Shield, right? Like, I think it looks cool. It's got a backpack look, kind of like a backpack look to it, shield emblems. But I'm not too like, I don't know, not too crazy about it, guys. Like, I don't know, like, it's alright. I don't hate it. I'm just like, you know, like, I could go either way on it. Like, I don't hate it at all, but at the same time, there's just like, when I talk about alright suits, like, I mean, like, they're cool or whatever, but there's other suits that I'd rather use, you know. Now this suit, the Shadow Spider suit, man, it's another one about the suit that's just insane. There's like an insane cross between like Assassin's Creed and Spider-Man, right? Like, it's insane, bro. Like, look at this. The hood is insane. The cape is insane. All of these like knives there are just nuts. Like, you know, Spidey means business with this one, man. It's just such a cool suit. Like, when you use it and you collide through the city with this, oh my lord, it is crazy. Tokusatsu as well goes up there. Black is one of the best suits as well, just because of my love for Power Rangers as a kid. I love Power Rangers so much. Like, I'd always get like so sad when the new season would come out, and then I'd get attached to them, and then it would just happen all over again. It's just such a beautiful suit, man. Look at it. It's amazing, right? Like, the glowing bits as well. It's so cool, and I'm really glad we got it in the game, you know. Then their suit, which is like, oof, that's kind of meh, personally, just because I don't know, it's not to do with the hair or anything. I know a lot of people complain about that with it, but I just think like the spider emblem, or like, I don't know what it is. It just feels like there's too much going on, weirdly enough. I don't know, it just doesn't hit aesthetically for me. It might hit a lot for others, but it's just kind of like meh to me. Meh / alright, I guess. So it could go either way. I'll probably put it in alright. Is that all Miles' suits? I think that's all of the Miles suits done. Okay. So now we're down to just Peter's Marvel Spider-Man 2 suits. So, oh man, let's get to that, shall we? Alright, so now we're here with Peter. He's just, ignore him, standing on the side of the street. So we've got the Scarlet suit, right? So this suit is actually quite interesting. So in the comics, it was kind of ugly because it had like the mouth bit here, and it just looked really strange, to be honest. But in this game, like, it's pretty interesting to look at. Like, the hood's interesting, but at the same time, I haven't really found myself using it too much. Like, obviously, it's got like that Scarlet Spider lenses that we all love, but I don't know. Like, it's just alright, I suppose, for me. I know a lot of people might disagree. You know, it is what it is. Then we get to Noir, and bro, Noir, dude, is just like insane. Like, dude, you could do like a kind of visual thing where you can make the whole city look like Noir as well, and the whole like Rubik's Cube solving while you're swinging is just amazing. The trench coat and the like hat, everything's just wonderful with this suit, and I'm really glad that we actually got it. So Another one of the best suits for sure. The next suit is the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit, which I think we unlocked quite early actually, which we did. And they've upgraded the suit so much from how when it first came out, like it looked kind of terrible, to be honest. It just had white webbing and no real definition to it or anything, like none of the light reflections or anything like depth texturing or anything like that. But they've really done it justice. They've given it that treatment that it deserves, and I think it's definitely another one of the best suits in the game here. I really wish that they had suit styles for these suits, but that's alright, you know, it is what it is when it comes to it. But see, that's what it originally looked like there, but it's now one of the best suits in the game. And now we're going to the OG, well, yeah, the Insomniac version of the symbiote suit, which I really like. Man, I really do. Like, look at those weird fleshy bits, like the exposed kind of muscle bits under the armored ones. It's just crazy how cool it looks. I think Insomniac did a phenomenal job with this, with their version of the symbiote suit, and they really cooked with it. It's one of the best ones for sure. And so we'll do the symbiote suits first, I think, and then we'll keep going. So then the next one would be the symbiote surge version, but they call it the symbiote suit here because this is like the next stage in the evolution where Pete kind of really starts losing himself after he gets in contact with the weird meteorite. The emblem is really cool. It looks way more aggressive, right? Like it really just expands, like the suit's really veiny and armory at the same time. It looks like a disgusting alien thing, which it's meant to be. And then the eyes are really sharp and very venom-like. So it looks just really like menacing. It's fantastic. And then the final version of it is the anti-venom suit, right? So then this suit I think is also really good. I just wish it had like more black on the suit as well. And I wish it didn't have like the weird segmented shoulder pads. But weirdly enough, now that I look at it, you can kind of see the advanced suit a bit under it, right? Like you can kind of see those bits there, right? Like you can kind of see where it forms and like kind of takes shape after, you know. It's really weird how it works. And I really like the lenses too. A lot of people kind of don't, but I do. Because they kind of look like the McFarlane style lenses as well. But if it glowed orange, I guess it would be more accurate to anti-venom. But this is Pete's version, so it will still go in like probably good suit. Like not the best, but it's a good suit, right? Then Spider-Man 3 Raimi suit was straight up going to best suits just because of how much damn love they put into it, dude. Like the amount of love they put into the actual like webbed black suit is insane compared to the regular. Like like no kidding, man. They were like, okay, we're gonna make sure we nail this one, everyone. And they really did. Like the emblems are fantastic, the textures are amazing. I just wish it kind of acted like a symbiote suit in the actual game itself. And I've made a video about that, like talking about it, so you know, straight up in there. And then I will also take, well, I mean, I'm not going to take the Raimi suit because the Raimi suit was in here as well. I've already ranked that one. So I guess the next one would be the No Way Home suit, which is one of the last suits you actually unlock before we get all the way to the end. It's funny because this is like such a punch in the face as a level 60 suit, which makes me even more upset. But this is pretty much the second last suit I unlocked. It's the No Way Home final swing suit. Clearly, they put in a lot of time and love into it, as they did with every single MCU suit. It looks amazing. Buck looks amazing as well. Like they haven't really missed on any of the details, and it's definitely one of my favorite suits of all time for like Spider-Man. And it has to go up here as well, like for sure. And same with Superior, because, dude, bro, the Superior suit is insane, and you also unlock it like pretty early. But look at the details, man. The lenses, the actual webs, like the messy webs, are fantastic. Obviously, I don't care too much about the back bit here as well, but that's where the like the iron arms come out of. And they also take color off any of the variations of the suit, like the styles as well. It's a damn good suit, right? And then we also have like the Arachnite suit, which is like a combination between like, you know, Spider-Man and Moon Knight, right? Like, it's another really cool suit, and you unlock it as like a pre-order bonus. Freaking insane. It's just like the Shadow Spider suit in the sense of like you combine these two and then the cutscenes, it looks freaking nuts. The armored bits are awesome. I love the white spider emblem on this one. It's just a crazy good suit, man. It's a crazy good amalgamation of a suit that also goes in the best. And now we've got the Civil War suit, which is the one from the comics. So he gets like really cool web wings as a variation, which I really liked, because this is like he borrows a lot of technology from Falcon in the comics. Obviously he's got like some of those like really classic like Spider-Man hues, like he's got like a visor there, kind of, I guess. Very like militaristic style suit as well. Obviously in the comics, like I guess they kind of reveal his face, but here they don't really. So I don't know, like I like it and I don't at the same time. So I gotta say it's like an alright slash good suit, like probably alright more than anything. But yeah, like it's still like I love the wings on it, man. It's crazy. Now the tactical suit, dude, is one of these suits that I'm really like trying so hard to love, but I think like it's like a Splinter Cell type suit, right? But if you're trying to be tactical, bro, you would not be going with all these like crazy like light colors. You'd be going for like more so like, you know, Future Foundation style vibes, you know. So I don't know, unless it can go invisible, then it's not really that good, is it? So I don't know, man, but I don't know, it's just meh to me, and that's a shame, you know. Like I really tried hard to like it, but it just didn't really work out. Then we've got the classic symbiote suit, which, dude, like there's no one in like the comment section that will ever complain about this suit at all. I think I might have gone past it actually, because I know it's like one of the it's one of the later unlockables. Look at this beauty. It still has the moving symbiote bits, so don't think it doesn't. And it's just the pure classic suit. Obviously it's got like the lenses from pretty much like Insomniac's black suit, but that's kind of how it's meant to be. Everything else is just classic, and it's perfect, you know. They've really killed it with it. The next one is the Insomniac's like Marvel Spider-Man 2 Advanced suit, and again, like I've said it before and I'll say it again, this suit is really cool and really nice. I actually prefer what they did with the belt here than what they did with the first one, and the fact that these metallic bits are kind of reflective based on the light is really cool too. Obviously there's like some unneeded like segmented bits that are like more dark blue, which makes no sense, but I can overlook that just because of how much I actually like this suit and how good it looks, and especially like the first variation of it. Punkalyptic suit as well goes up there. It's one of those deluxe edition suits, but it just looks insane. Obviously you've got the Amazing Fantasy 15 right here on the suit, kind of like Miles's Earth 42, like, or 42 number on his one. Looks amazing. He's got like a whole freaking cyber arm there, dude. Look at that whole mechanical arm. Very cyberpunky. Love it. It's like Spider-Man and Cyberpunk pretty much. It's just like a 10 out of 10 for me. And the same thing with the Kraven suit for Peter. Like they're pretty much identical when it comes to like Miles and Peter. Like both of these suits are identical, just kind of fit both of them, you know. So clearly if I'm going to put one in here, both of them would go in here because they're the exact same suits, right? Kumo's suit, I really hate to do it, but oh man, I love the artist. She's like, the thing I believe that happened here is she really cooked with it. Like it looked really good on paper, but it just doesn't translate too well in this game. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the style of the shading or what, but something about it just feels off. The mask here is incredible as well, but I don't know. I don't really want to put it into worst. But like, oh man. Oh, I don't know. It just has to stay there. But I really like it, you know. Now, a good suit is this, like actually, it's a really good suit. The actual Fantastic Four suit in this game. And the thing about that suit, right, is it replaces what the bombastic bagman was in the previous game. It's the new blue suit. So it's if he joins the Fantastic Four, right? He's even got his logo there. Same thing in the back as well. Like, it's a really cool take on that suit. Like, he's got his like entire like Spidey suit beats, like the entire shape, but it's just in the colors of the Fantastic Four uniforms, which is just beautiful to look at, right? Like, it's just amazing. Then we've got like the sort of Yuri Wraith style suit you unlock from, like, you know, saving lives, right? And I think this one's actually really cool too, and it kind of gives off like Power Ranger vibes, actually, like maybe a Power Ranger villain vibes, or like a anti-hero or something, right? But it's a nice looking suit, to be honest. Like, I gotta say, it's a good suit, right? And then the two pre-order bonuses, the final ones, are the 25th century suit, which I was really harsh on it last time. So for sake of this suit, I'll say it's kind of alright this time around. And the same thing with the Stone Monkey suit is also alright. I actually really like this one a lot, to be honest, so it might be like... I was going to put it in good, but I think it's alright, because there's a lot of other ones that I'd probably preferably use. But there we go, this is all 112 suits ranked. Not necessarily from worst to best, I guess, but here we go. We've got a ton of suits in best, good, alright, meh, and worst. I'll link this tier list in the comments / description, so you can do your own version of it. And if you're new to the channel and you stayed all the way to the end, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I seriously thank you so much for watching. Check out another video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this tier list. I won't take it to heart, I promise. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Peace.